What is going on, fishing fanatics? Able to Fish bringing you another YouTube video, another how-to video to be specific. This time I'm expanding upon and showing you 5 different ways to connect your leader to your braid. There are so many different ways that you can actually do this without using a swivel. Some you would need like a bobbin or a special device to do this. In this video I'm going to show you my 5 top ways, displaying them / showing them in the easiest to tie to the most complicated to tie. I will also display the breaking strength of each knot that I'm tying, and you will see a nice quick video of how to tie them specifically. So if you do like the video, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, you go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment on which knots or how you usually connect your line to your leader if you're going after bigger fish. So I hope you guys really enjoy this, and without further ado, let's get on into it. So for the GT knot, you're going to want to first start creating a little infinity loop, and using 50-pound braid I'll do it twice. If I use my typical 30-pound braid, typically do 3 wraps. So I'll create a little infinity loop. With that infinity loop I will take my braided line and I will go through the top down. Make sure that you pull yourself a good amount of line, and then I will come up through the other loop, pulling it through to where it'll look like that. I will also take this and I will pull this a little bit tighter, and that's what we'll get. And then using the other side I will tie a uni knot, and I will typically do around 10 wraps. So I'll do 1, and I'll repeat this 10 times. And then pull to where you get that. And then you'll moisten both sides, and you'll take your braid in this hand, and you'll take your leader material in the other hand, and you'll pull them together just like that, and they'll meet, and then you'll pull tight. So then you will cut off the ends just like that. And this itself is a very strong knot. Now we have the double uni knot, which is exactly what it sounds like. We're taking and tying a uni knot with our leader to our braid, and also doing a uni knot with our braid to our leader. So depending on which you like to start with, I will go ahead and start attaching the leader to the braid. So we'll take it, both strands, we'll create a little U. You want to give yourself a little bit more working with. You'll create a circle just like this. Then you're going to want to wrap around both lines. Wrap about 3 times, 3 or 4. And then you'll pull. And then you're going to do the same thing for your braid to your leader. And here I'll do this around 8 times. 1. Then you'll pull tight. You want to get both sides wet. And then you'll take your braid and you'll take your leader and you'll pull them together till the 2 sides meet. And then you'll pull tight. And just like that. And then you'll cut off your tag ends. And you are good to fish. the Double Uni Knot. So for the FG knot, I'm going to be using 20-pound braid, connecting it to 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. To begin, I'm going to take the braid and I'm going to begin to wrap it around my pinky just like that. And then that way I can keep tension on the line. The next step, I'm going to take my fluorocarbon leader and I'm going to put across. Make sure that you give yourself enough working space, enough working length over here. So I'm going to lay it across just like that. I'm going to pinch it. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it under, make it straight again so it turns out like that. I'm going to do the same thing under, tuck it under, then over. And that's going to count as 1. And I'm going to do that 15 times. All right, last time. Boom, just like that. And that's what it's gonna start looking like. I'm gonna take it, pinch it, unravel my pinky. And then it's important that you're gonna wanna clench knot, do a couple clench knots. I'm gonna cut off some excess to make it easier to work with. So you're gonna take this and you're gonna make sure that you clench knot both the fluorocarbon and the braid together. If you don't, then it's gonna not work out. So I'm gonna do that a couple times. 1, oops. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull both ends. Make sure that you moisten. That way it locks right, gets a nice good lock on the line. And then it'll make an indent in the fluorocarbon. And then you're going to want to take, let me just unravel this a little bit. All right. And then now you're just going to want to clench knot this another, 4 or 5 times. Now you'll want to just cut off your excess. And that is the FG knot. It's a very strong knot. I definitely like to use it. If it's not clenched at the end right, it will unravel. And I've had that happen before. So make sure that you clench this right at the end. And then, yeah, this is a very strong and sturdy knot. I definitely like to use it. This and the GT knot are my 2 favorites. So, yep. So for the Alberto knot, you want to take your leader and you'll create a little shape that looks just like this. You'll give it a little pinch. You'll take your braided line, you'll go ahead and go from underneath up. You'll pull, and then you'll wrap this around 8 times. 1, and then you'll do 8 times back. And then on the last 8th time, you'll go up, and then you'll take your braid, and then you'll go down, under, just like that. And then you'll hold both lines of your braid, and you'll pull your leader so you get something that looks just like this. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and moisten this before I pull it tight, and I'll start pulling tight. And then you can run this up just like that, so it bunches, and then you'll just start securing it, getting it nice and secure down. So you have something that looks just like this. And then now you'll cut off the tag ends. You want to make cleaner cuts than what I'm making this, but. All right, now I'll take the leader and unravel it first. Cut this off. You got yourself the Alberto knot. Here we're going to tie the Improved Albright knot, and I do like this one a lot. So here we're going to take our leader and we're going to loop it just about like that. And now we're going to take our braided line and we're going to go over. We're going to go like through, down, and then up. You can go ahead and pull this a little bit, and then we come down through the front just like that. And then now we'll pinch it back here. Just like that. And we'll wrap this 10 times. All right. And then after the 10th time, instead of just how you would on the normal Albright knot, just kind of finish it here, we're going to go ahead and wrap now 10 times around the top, just like that, just like this. It's a little difficult here. Well, yeah, we'll do this 5 times. 4, and then 5. And now we'll take both our ends and we'll pull to close the loop here. We'll moisten it, get it wet, and then we'll close, we'll pull this end, close this off. And then now we'll cut off our tag ends. The Improved Albright knot.